so we're definitely Daniel with that much money. Whew. We could probably move the screen capture up a little bit. I had to restart the game once already, so because it hopped down. So we'll see if that raised it up or put it back down. And then we'll get started. Alrighty. Okay, so we exist, and it's 9 lies, truth, and everything in between. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I'll definitely give a try to your solution. Oh my goodness. I think I might, well, actually, Daniel has quite a bit of, stuff, so, I don't want to sell it today. I'm gonna wait for tomorrow, because everything's gonna jump up a lot higher in price. Probably not a lot higher, but unless I randomly die from a thug now, then I'm just gonna keep going along. I think I'm gonna break into one house because I want more food than I have right now. Alrighty. Jeez, that was a nice haul. I already slept, so that's taken care of. Hello. I don't think I can prove that I exist. We are continuing along through Pathologic. This is day 8 as the Bachelor. I don't think I have to go into Lara's for any reason. I was going to break into a house. That's what I was gonna do. My good luck charm house. Okay, I haven't already done it today, so I will drop another save. Just in case this doesn't work out the way we want it to. Okay, there we go. I should probably equip a gun because I don't want to be punching anyone to death as Daniel. It never goes the way you want it to. Oh, there, little girl. I want the orange pill, but I have 15 of them, so the needles are more valuable. then another orange pill when I have 15. Alright. Oh yeah, I mean it's just Daniel. He's the one that you've played the most as, right? Although, did you say you haven't finished his path? So these end days are more important, I guess. Oh, this kid. Okay, he apparently didn't see me. Loot that. I don't care for 3 coins, especially as Daniel. Daniel doesn't care for 3 coins. Oh, I want another Meridorm too. I guess, well no, I want to get rid of this. Too bad he doesn't have 2 Meridorm. I'll get another Razor eventually though. I wish there was more food here. Aha! Crackers. I thought it was dried fish for a second. Crackers. More crackers. Joy. Maybe there'll be more upstairs. Lemons. Just squeeze a lemon into your face. Three coins. So... Oh, I'm just like sitting there, like wasting time, looking at randomness. Like my inventory is gonna change or something. Stares at it. Wow. What is my reputation like? Whoops. Well, not whoops, but oops. It's the wrong keys. No. This is going horribly. I feel like someone's gonna come in from another room to murder me shortly. Yeah. Whoop. Oh joy. That was fantastic. Squeezing a lemon into your face would definitely make you forget about a lot of things, I think. Okay, I'm gonna break into a different house because that one I got crackers. Crackers, just crackers. Yeah, Daniel doesn't care about anything. He doesn't care about 3 coins. He doesn't care about whether ladies who don't affect his reputation live or die. He's Daniel. He has better things to think about. But I'll avoid this plague cloud before I break in here. Okie dokie. Put our gun back on just in case. I mean, how many mistakes could I make? Okay, this is already going better. That 1 bottle of milk is worth more than the 4 crackers I found. I vaguely want to get all these bullets. I vaguely want that. I don't need a lockpick. I could murder that lady. Although it didn't work out that well for us before. I don't think I've gotten a powder in any of the 3 paths in a while. I haven't been really trying to mine though, because mining powders is really boring to watch, so I've been kind of avoiding it on the stream. Ah, there we go. Get rid of those. 1, 2, 7 of those. Yes. I have enough for 8 powders. I am not going to find 8 powders in this playthrough. Well, I guess if I mined for them, I could find 8 powders. Okay, that guy didn't see that. Nor did he see that. Okay. This was much better of a house. Did I talk to this kid already? Am I imagining things? This time we're not gonna kill a lady on the 2nd floor. If she is a powder too. Oh, I was gonna like whoop for joy. That would have been so fantastic. I haven't gotten a powder in a while. Gets 3. I thought there was something on that desk for a second. I'm just seeing things. My eyes are still just injured. Flashing lights. So many flashing lights. And colors that hurt. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright. What's going on over here? But is it more boring to watch somebody mine powders or to do it yourself? Yeah, sometimes you just get lucky, and like in a house like this that has 3 little girls, I could probably, which I guess since there are 3 in here, I'm gonna go in and out 2 times. I'm gonna powder mine 2 times. Was she in here? No. Just because there are 3. I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way up to the 3rd floor. I guess I only get 2 times, so I'm gonna use both of them thoroughly. If I can remember where this little girl is. Okay. Attempt 1 is almost a bust. Hello there, little girl. Okay. Not a bust. I guess since I got one, I won't do another attempt. I kind of want to do another attempt, but I feel like I'm not going to get anything. So... I guess I don't have the shotgun as Daniel, so it wouldn't make sense. I'll do this. Yeah. Alright, I'm not sure if the stream is unhappy right now. Oops, I keep doing this, coming out in the backside of this building. Alrighty. We had some very lucky powder mining. I have 11 powders. What? I don't need to collect powders anymore. This is ridiculous. I don't have to care if I get infected anymore. I've never had more than maybe 8 or 10 adherents get sick before at the end of the game. So having 11 powders is wholly ridiculous. Of course he hit me. That's why we saved in the street, like I don't like to do. Okay. We're gonna run to Julia's and punch this guy to death. Unless the guard gets him first, I guess. I took off the button, or it's not standard, I guess, in the HD version, to have a button that takes your weapon off, so I can't just take off my weapon while I'm running. I have to stop here for a second and reassess my life. Whoop! That was ridiculous. Oh my goodness, I accidentally stepped forward as well. Whoops! That's not what I wanted to do. Too bad there's not like a cancel. I loaded the wrong file. At least it didn't take that long to load. I have 2 water bottles because this one's almost empty. I wonder if both of those thugs are still gonna be there. I didn't think I was that close to him horizontally. Okay, I'm just gonna shoot him this time. I'm being ridiculous. Oh no, my pup is starting to wake up. He's starting to whack himself in the face. He does that a lot. I have to open a new bottle of ginger water. Okay, I guess you don't want this. And now he's making an angry face. No, leave your nose alone. Oh, don't scratch the nose, it'll hurt. Okay, there you go. Oh, I didn't get the kill, so all of his items are probably gone. Stupid guard. Kills the guard. That was a waste of time. I thought I was very quickly going to be at day end. We would have already been through the end of the day video and everything if I hadn't died so much. Oh man. Oh yeah? I mean, you have to be as close as you possibly can to them. Otherwise you miss, like you were saying. I just like it because you don't have to waste a bullet. And you don't get hurt. It is really time consuming, so it's probably optimal to just use a bullet. I mean, Barack and Clara have so much ammo. I shouldn't be wasting my ammo as Daniel, because I still have... Ugh. I actually am going to have to start conserving ammo, because I need... Let's see... There's one day it's 8 or 10 guards that I have to kill. Is that day 11? And then no, day 11, is that all in the same day? Where I have to kill 4 guards. So I'm going to need at least 14 rifle bullets. I have 13. So yeah, I guess I can waste my revolver ammo then. And I'll probably want to get some extra rifle ammo. Just in case. Oh, I was like totally not... Guadado. Jeez. That would have been horrible to get infected when I've already died and started over so many times. Times long ago. That you keep in my mind. There's some questions tonight. Something has scarcely begun. Yeah, I was gonna say, if I like to just save a lot, then I'll do just a bunch of hand-to-hand combat. That's usually what I do in my Barack run-throughs. I just do all hand-to-hand combat. Although he has the shotgun the whole game, so it's super easy to get lazy on certain days and just kill everyone with the shotgun. You don't even have to get a headshot, just a lazy chest shot and anything dies in one hit. Fantastic. Doesn't really get any better than that. It's like the rifle. No, I just saved. Yeah, I would say, raiding houses, if you don't think it's fun at first, it gets fun. Or it just gets even worse. But, it also depends on if you like to murder people inside the house or not. Because that can be fun too, to completely raid a house for all it's worth. Murdering all the denizens and getting a bunch of trade items from all the ladies. Yeah, I was gonna say, I used to feel like that. It just, when you play as Daniel, it does get kind of, just like, what am I doing? Like, I have all this money, and I'm still, like, murdering all these people, and stealing stuff for free when I could just buy it. I just murders more people. I kind of feel bad. Murders more people. Jeez, it's like a whole party over here. Should I kill this guy? Wastes a rifle bullet. He might have fresh meat. Hopefully he does. Takes like 30 minutes for people to die. I don't know why. Oh, I'm gonna go back to the guard that was over here that had smoked meat to trade for. I almost forgot about that plague cloud, but was able to avoid it in time. You. Oh, I might raid a couple plague houses while I'm right here. I'll save. Whoops. Thought we were gonna crash for a second. The game's not loading that great right now. Kerosene. That's like insulting. Oh, I'm like totally stuck on that thing. And over we start. Actually, it's okay if I get infected because I have 11 powders. Yeah, I do kind of hate that when you like finally get up to it like a drawer, or you shoot somebody because one shelf around them had stuff, so you're like, oh, it's totally worth it, I'll clear out this room, and then the other 3 shelves in the room have nothing. Or like you said, 2 coins. But yeah, I don't think I could raid a real house. Like, carrying stuff out is heavy. If you... I don't know. It would be really funny, actually, to see, like, Daniel, like, trying to drag a dresser, like, down the street. It's like, oh, this dresser. Ask somebody to help him carry it somewhere. Just leave it in some random location to come back to later. Yes! Rifle ammo. This was very successful indeed. I will save anew. My pup's getting a little upset, so I might open up that new thing of ginger water that I have while the day ticks away into the next one.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater. Alright. End of the day. Whoops. Oh, come on, game. You can do it. Okay. Whoa! I got both of those shots and he didn't go down. Well, the one, it looked like it was a misfire because my gun is only at like 80%. Alright. I'll start this day shortly. Oh yeah, I have to get my gun out, don't I? Does the same exact thing. This time I'm gonna remember to take my gun out. I don't know why the game is it's almost like it's not gonna load. And it keeps shifting. Alright. That's how that's supposed to go. Whoops. I want those. That's right.
I know how celestial bodies work. I know the logic of numbers.
Yes, Mom.
Solid bodies drown in water. It's a law. Life breaks into particles and is reborn again. It is a law.
Do you see now how many mysteries the Earth holds? The more terrifying the mystery, the deeper it lies, and the fewer wells can reach them.
You can trick anyone. Anyone but me, the emissary of the powers that be. I know how this world had been built. I know how its life works. I know the laws it operates under. It's supposed to be very simple and proportional.
True, Mom. That's what it's supposed to be. True, Mom. That is what it's supposed to be.
So let it be. It's not the end of the world. It's just an epidemic. It's gone out of proportion. The law will prevail. I'll restore the balance. Not all is lost. I know where the root of this evil lies.
Okay, this is a different brand of ginger water, so just had to check that there was nothing different about it. Yeah, I believe that was Inky. And there she is. Oh, I couldn't open it. Oh no, there's one of these like protection seals. I can't get it off. Goodness. There we go. That have like no edge to them, so then you can never I have no idea what I did with the dropper though. I had an open one somewhere. But the pup seems to be doing alright right now, so we're Daniel, so oh, I just picked up a gold ring. That's worth a save. There's a rat over there, so I want to duck back in and out anyhow. But we're Daniel. We're Daniel. Our exhaustion is pretty low. So I'm gonna save so I don't have to keep eating that over again. Wow, my mouse is doing something weird again. Hopefully the batteries aren't dying already. Okay, my pup is starting to get upset, so I might have to move him shortly. Quite shortly. I definitely want that. Oh, but I can buy another one of these though. I don't know if that quest is today. How much is this today? Oh, it's only 18k today. Huh. I might get it. How much do other things sell for? No, I'm not really remembering prices that I saw yesterday. Why does that seem the same? I just don't remember. This was 16. The prices are the same here as they were yesterday. Interesting. I'll try a different shop. I'm going to buy this mask, though. And do a new save since I bought that. I'm not sure if there's anyone we can start a quest with yet. I might just go sleep until the day starts, even though we're not that exhausted. Oh, Pup City. I should really raid some infected houses and try and get some more Twyron. I just saved. Okay, my pup is going critical, so I'm going to have to move him in a little bit. Oh no. Okay, that was exactly what I wanted, so I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna move the pup really quick. Since we last fed you. Alright, I think I'm gonna feed the pup really quick, so I'm gonna run upstairs for a minute. I'll be right back. So I'm just going to feed the puppy doo quickly, and we will get back to the start of the day. I think I'm just gonna sleep until the day starts, and I'll just try to get through the day quickly. There are 4 quests today, so we'll just have to see, because I think only one of them is decently long, probably the main quest. Then the others are shorter, if I remember correctly. Unless I'm thinking of day 9. No, I think day 9's really long. I think it's day 8 that's kinda... It's 4 quests, but it's not very long, so... Hopefully we'll be able to get through it pretty quickly, since we've already been going for 45 minutes, so... And we haven't done anything yet. Although I've had a few other streams that were similar to that, where I played around for like an hour before I even started the day. So sometimes it just needs to be done, right? It's not like Clara, who can just pick up the second the day starts and just have at. Daniel's all proper, and realistically he probably wouldn't even get up until 7 in the morning or 6 in the morning, and he would prepare for the day for an hour. Have whoever's house he stayed at prepare him breakfast, read all his letters, sit down and read all his letters all in one sitting, talk to his host, and then he would start his day. He'd go enjoy the sunset for 5 minutes. Sunrise, rather. If I had thought this out, I would have put the pup in my lap to feed him, but I am standing away from my keyboard right now, or otherwise I'd start playing at least one hand until he was done. And he's taken his time, so I would like to well, of course, tomorrow I'm going to figure out my screen situation, so Pathologic will be able to be played better, so thanks for that. And I'll probably post a couple stories in the Tales section of some of the games that I've played. I could limit it to obscure games. I don't know if I've mentioned the strange and sinister tale of the house at Desert Bridge. This game, it's a point-and-click adventure. It's pseudo-horror, although it's mostly just kind of silly. And it's just fantastic. It's, the puzzles are interesting. The writing is silly. And it's very creative and just well put together. If you know anything about computers, especially back in the day, then there are some good jokes that you'll appreciate. I think at one point, like, because you can check like almost anything in the game, and it all looks like it's like, you know, like a child's drawing, which is fantastic. I love that about it. But you can go up to bookcases, and literally every single little skinny book on a shelf you can click on and it'll have a title. Some of them are real books and some of them are not. But every once in a while you'll like be looking at like a desk or something and you can click on like a note and it'll be like, what even is Fortran? And all the book titles are comical, the ones that aren't real. I mean, some of the real ones are kind of comical that it would be there, but it's just a fun, interesting, creative game. I'm sure copies of it exist somewhere still, but I remember I had a hard time finding it again when I looked for it later, because I've had it for a number of years now, probably like 8 or so years is how long ago I got it. And for a while, the download for it was gone or cost money or something when it used to be free or something. I'm not really sure. I don't remember because I looked for it like a year after I had it because I was going to put it on my desktop and it just wasn't to be, but I still have it on my laptop at least. Okay. I will get started again. Oh, and I have to scroll up in the chat, guys. Uncle Chat. Yeah, I guess I could make a separate place just to talk about obscure games. It's called The Strange Yet Sinister Tale of the House at Desert Bridge. And it is just a phenomenal game, let me tell you. Unless you've seen it, then you would know that it was fantastic in my opinion. It was a lot of fun. Just the writing and the silly characters and the puzzles were unique. Whoops. I forgot what I was doing. I know I probably have to talk to Inky to start the day, so yeah, it's kind of a long title. If you have to type it anywhere, it's oh yeah, I did a YouTube series of it, so yeah, it's on my YouTube. Speaking of typing it. I guess I can check the prices of food today. And it's not too high today again, so. I don't really need to buy food yet though, because I have a little bit from when we broke into a house. And I got a little bit off a guard, so. Okay, so I was gonna sleep at Lara's, but we'll continue this way. I can always sleep at the Canes. I might actually not start a quest with Inky today. But who? I have an idea for 2 of them. I think I remember the other one. I don't know if I can start it yet. I just don't know. Has some kind of internal crisis. I'm gonna sleep at Young Vlad's. My throat's just like a little clogged today. But there is it just like popped into my head. It's not, well, it's more of an adventure game and a comedy, but it has some horror elements as well. Whoa, rat. I like walked right into that. But the game I was going to mention, it's an RPG Maker game, and it is very lengthy. I think that you can probably, no, you can easily spend over 20 hours like playing this game. Which I guess is how long you said the sequel to Lisa's.
Changeling knows something. Or she was promised something.
But it's really dialogue heavy. It has a really funny story, and it has a lot of game mechanics. And it's called Undeniably Sexy, A Thief's Tale. And it's really well done. I guess, of course, like, it's a thief's tale, so you can pickpocket people, like just anyone who's standing about, which is actually kind of fun. Yeah, it's a really fantastic game. Right, you undoubtedly have a question in mind, but they'll have to wait, except for one, the most pressing and, dare I say, painful concern. We've lost enough time as it is. The crud's not going to wait, is it? And your visit to the termitary, all in all, there's no point in putting it off. The crud? What does it have to do with my visit to the termitary? I'll have you know that a certain informer of mine, a trustworthy source despite being a worm, has told me that there's a flow of fake panacea coming out of the termitary. I think all 4 quests have to do with the termitary today. I'll be honest with you, this isn't encroaching upon my interests, so I'm turning to you for help. This concerns you as well, after all. And what are your interests? It's very simple. Panacea will always be in short supply. That much is obvious. My dear friend Barak, the highest authority on this, claims that he'll be able to produce 15 batches at best. I'm interested in seeing them find their way into the right hands. What's that supposed to mean? As soon as the bound find out about the panacea, or worse yet, get their hands on a flask of that Ertz drug, you've seen them. They're romantics, just waiting for an opportunity to pull off a heroic sacrifice. Obtaining fake panacea would cause them to lose all prudence. They'll take risks, rush headlong into infection hotspots, thinking they have hotspots. Reminds me of Parasite Eve 2. Now I really want to play Parasite Eve 2. Cries. That they have salvation in their pocket, and then the salvation won't work. But who would buy unverified panacea? Truth is, the slime balls are backing themselves up with, yes, your own good name. They claim that the recipe is yours and even provide some proof of authorship. I don't know what exactly that is, but really, your name is actually proof enough for the general crowd. They're rather naive, and the heart incident has already become common knowledge, in certain circles at least. The heart incident was Barak's handiwork. I had nothing to do with it. Well, in any case, they're procuring live hearts, of which there's no shortage in the termitary now, and preparing the potions right in front of their buyers. You can imagine the resulting product. I've heard you loud and clear, so you're saying they've set up shop in the termitary, right? My informer said that it's one of the rooms in the long block. He hasn't seen it himself. I'll find the lowlives and then I'll return to you, and we're going to have a long, unpleasant conversation. Okie dokie. So that's one of the quests. I get another one, we're actually in there. I don't know if I want to try it and stack all of these. Well, actually, I have to go back there later on one of the quests anyway, so maybe I'll go there initially to try and save myself some time. And then Young Vlad might actually give us another quest later, so I guess I'll start his quest now. I should probably sleep as well. Oh really? You've seen that game before? It's oh, or you were watching my video, because I guess I think I've put up a couple videos of the beginning of the game. It's a fantastic game. It's way, like, you see the title and you're kind of like, really? Like, what could this even be about? And then you play it and it's just fantastic. I started it because I used to, whenever I would have a get-together with friends, I would usually play some kind of RPG Maker game, so we would decide on them together, and everybody saw that one and they were just like, we have to play that. What could it even be about? Like, it has to be ridiculous. And we played it and actually just came to really like it. I've probably only played at most like 12 hours into it, and like the main reason I stopped playing it was because one of my favorite characters in it stopped traveling with your party, so I kind of just, oh my goodness, had less of an appreciation for the game. It all ends in less than 5 days. The army arrives tomorrow. Day 8, by the end of which the Bachelor can prove once again that the Earth is never up to any good. Why would you want to prove that? Yeah, I don't want to kill that thug. My reputation is full. I want to murder people in the street. no. A lemon and a dried fish is not food, although they do pair nicely. Oh, I almost walked into that plague cloud on accident. I mean, do you walk into a plague cloud on purpose? I think I'm gonna go this way instead. Gets hit by a plague cloud. My pup is just sitting there making silly noises. He's still doing it. Oh no! When was the last time I saved? Did I save in that shop? I'm going back. Going back, guys. Alright. See what you guys have. There are party members and everything. This sounds fantastic. I can't wait to start playing it. I could actually recommend quite a few RPG Maker games. I always wanted to do a top 10 of the ones that I've played at least. There were a few that they're not like exceptional, but they're worth a run through. Cause I mean, most of them are free, so all the ones I've played are. So, or they were when I played them. Did that angel cloud just disappear? There it is. Or it's another one. Go away, angel cloud. Okay. What? What is with these angel clouds? Oh my goodness. At least there are no rats about. Go away. If there were rats, oh man. Well, if there were rats and that many angel clouds, I probably would have just given up by now. And just, resigned myself to being sick. Because I could just use one of my 11 powders. And I have enough to get like 5 more powders, so... yeah, I don't have to worry about infection. I should just run the rest of the days infected. I'm gonna stop in this shop really quick and then I'm gonna head to the termitary. I played Yume Nikki a long time ago. I was not paying attention and just got infected. Oh yeah, I've played the beginning of that one, that Ao Oni one. I couldn't get through it because at one point the game, like, every time I would try to do something it would crash or something like that. So I had to just kind of drop it, and I never went online and watched the rest of it. There's some really good RPG Maker games. I'll have to put a list together for you guys. Or I could just stream them. Because there's just some really good ones. I know there are like some ones that are basically like classics now, like Ib. I know for a while everybody had played Witch's House, which I was a fan of the puzzles in, but I really hate the final sequence. Cause I hate chase sequences, and that game had a ton of them, and they were all ones that you like literally had to do perfectly, or otherwise you would just die over and over and over again. Kinda like my spider adventure today and Lisa, but probably not as many tries as that. It'd probably just be like 10 tries instead of 30. But still, it was just its own sort of thing. That's kind of hysterical, this situation right here. Getting away from there. He was throwing his Molotov cocktails at me because I'm infected. I don't need to be a part of that. Thank you. Well, I'm always up for playing strange games. If there's anything that you guys ever want me to do a blind play of, something like that, I'll definitely give it a shot. Oh, you know what? I was just gonna go see Taya, because that's usually who you're here to see, but I'm looking for Brock today, and he's in here. Not in here. It's in like the third compartment of this area. Barack, 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 hello.
In truth, we're not powerless, just willless.
You shouldn't have come, Oinon. It's dangerous here. You're not used to dealing with them. What are you doing here, Barack? I went to the abattoir and came back with something of value. Listen to me, Oinon. If my hope proves to be true, we'll have a serum by tomorrow. That's some news. So what was that thing you came back with? Blood. Blood again. I'm not ready to say where I got it, but it may very well be what Stock worked on, only better. It's still alive. Look if it has, you know. What, antibodies? Yes, antibodies. You already know what living bacteria look like, as well as dead ones. Stock told me all about it. I think it won't be too hard for you to establish what this blood does to the infection. So you just want me to examine this blood under a microscope? Just that? If you study this blood, Oinon, tomorrow I'll hand you a dose of functional panacea, and if you prove this is the blood we need, it might be that I hand the panacea to you today. I trust your word. Is this convincing enough for you? It is. Where do I find you? I'll be here. Still have a hell of a lot to do. If there's trouble, I'll let you know. Then we should meet in the basement under the corpulent workshop. Alright. I can't believe I have space for that. My inventory's actually been pretty light lately, which is kinda nice. Definitely less stressful. I think I had to talk to him again, but I realized that I probably should have gone up here and done this first. Especially since I was halfway up here already. I believe the worms are in this room today. Yes. Peace to you, Oinon. If you don't know where the characters are on this day, you have to wander the entire abattoir until you find them. It takes a long, long time. Peace to you, Oinon, peace to you. Live and let live. So say the wise. Here you are, you can of worms. So can I place an order? You're more than welcome. We're not asking much, mere 30,000. But for you, Oinon, it's free. Dead gruel, never better. All the rot comes out, all the evil hexes come off. Oh yes, my good man. So you're using my method, is that it? Peddling your filth under my name, you scum. Ah, Oinon. Have mercy, let us be. We won't sell anything anymore. Won't cook the gruel. You let us live. You don't turn us into the mother. We tell you an interesting something then. You'll be pleased. Speak then. If I like what I hear, I won't give you away. We're guilty. The Boost's son is twice as guilty. We just fool around and mess about. He's buying up the real panacea. Bought it from everyone who got one from Barak. Took from everyone. Has it for himself. Shoot him, Oinon. Threaten him. Rob him. Take his panacea for yourself. Thank us. Vlad the Younger, you mean? Yes, Oinon, yes. Him, the bloodsucker. Have mercy on us, Oinon. Don't shoot us. Slack-baked folk. How do you know about this? Lots of people come through here, Oinon. This we know from someone holy, someone worth trusting. Recent figures, so she's into panacea now too. Only Barak can make panacea, only Barak knows the lines. Barak gave his vials to Badho's children, gave to the Boost. The boy's son took it all to sell to evil people, to bloodsuckers for iron and gold. Have mercy on us, Oinon. Let us go, never again, until the earth takes us back. Now you'll see no mercy from me. You're worse than murderers. Fine, I'll tell the mother about this room, though. You have half an hour to get lost for good. I thought I had to go to Barak after talking to them. Well, let's see what's going on over here. Oh yeah, what PS2 game? Glass Rose? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I could give it a playthrough. I'm not sure if I want to go... 'Cause I thought I talked to Barak, not Taya. I'll talk to Taya later. So maybe I won't talk to her now. So I'll have to come back here later. It's not even the afternoon or close yet, so I might go sleep even though I don't have that much exhaustion again, and see what he says about the worms.
What?
Tell me, how do I get inside the abattoir? The gates are locked with boulders from inside. When the time comes, butchers roll them aside. You can find a way in after that. Wait for the right moment. When are the boulders rolled aside? At what time? There's some kind of regularity, but I haven't cracked it yet. Tried to squeeze it out of the Mother Superior, but she's only fooling around. I can never understand if she's serious or not. Are they going to be open today? There's a massive butcher feud inside. They're fighting each other. Something displeased them quite a bit. I might have played a part in it, I'm afraid. The Mother Superior claims that everything should be quiet down after midnight. Maybe about 2 o'clock they'll roll away the boulder blocking the main entrance. They'll let you in after that if the Mother allows it. Why are they fighting? Yesterday, after they were released, they had a council of sorts. Today, they split in half. Some demand the foreman's death, others, it seems, want to have their way with Olgimsky. In all honesty, I'm confused and don't have the slightest idea what's happening. The Mother says there's a fierce battle in there. But you've been to the Termitary before. Yes, I have, but don't ask me who led me in. What are you afraid of? I'm not afraid of anything, but way too many people died right in front of me these last few days, not of the plague, but rather by malicious will of those too keen to execute their idea of justice. You know what I mean. Yes, I understand. Alright, so he doesn't seem to want to say anything about the, the worms, so... I probably do have to talk to, Taya. But I think I'm gonna talk to her later. Oh yeah. Another frustrating game for me to play. Give it a shot. That's all I can do. Pretty sure I didn't have to do anything else in there yet. I think I will run all the way back out to, if he sees me, he's going to kill me. But I'm gonna run all the way back out to, Eve's house. Yeah, I was gonna say, as long as it's worth the, frustration. And I have the moral support enough to get through it. That always helps too. Usually if I'm playing with friends, if one of us is like, this is too much, I need to tap out for a little while, we'll switch off. Or at least have somebody else try the frustrating part a couple times before we hop back in. Sometimes you just need a break. Okay. So we are off to the stone yard at present. By the time I get there it's not gonna be noon, so I'll just sleep until noon. Unless I can start the quest without it being noon. Then it doesn't matter if it's noon or not. But I just have... I'm pretty sure there's another thing that I have to talk to young Vlad about. And... well, maybe two. Because I think I have to talk to him about the main quest silliness as well, after I talk to Taya. So... we have a lot of running around to do back and forth to the apiary today. Termitary. That's what it's called. Whoops. Get stuck on the ground. No big deal. So I'm gonna check the shop, the tailor's shop really quick for needles, and then I'm gonna run over to Ian, who's staying at Ava's house. And if she doesn't talk to us, we'll sleep for a couple hours. At this point it's just a couple hours, so that's not a big deal. I could use another Meridorm, I think it's my last one, but... oh, there's a kid over here, maybe I can trade with him. I didn't do enough trading when I was looting houses, so that's unfortunate. But I make up for it right now. Do I want to use these? And I'll use one of those. So I get all three. probably don't have to collect needles or powders anymore. I have more than a few. Yeah, I still expect a roar as well. Alright, so we're up to iron. I picked up a needle. Quite a run through of like items that I've been picking up. To keep an eye on our infection level with all this sleeping that I've been doing. I have a terrible headache, but it will pass soon. Okay. Use a Meridorm. Sleep. I'll put 3 hours, but I'm only gonna do 3.5 hours, or 2.5. Oops. I ended a little bit sooner than I wanted to. Crap, wasted the Meridorm, that means. And I still need a bunch of time to pass, so I guess I'll put in a little bit more. There we go. Oh, I didn't get her letter yet. That's annoying. I'm supposed to get it at noon, I thought. I'll let the timer run for a minute. See if I get a letter. This lady, she just stays and, I can't remember if there's an alternate way to start this quest. Oh, maybe I can skip her and just go straight to Capella. I'm not sure. I don't want to go up to Polyhedron if I don't have to. I guess I could loot a house and see if I get her letter after a little bit. Maybe it's at 1. I think I'm supposed to get a letter from young Vlad as well sometime in, I don't know, the afternoon or evening. I could try just talking to him as well. Try to loot a house. Let's save first, just in case there's nothing in here. But yeah, Ian starts staying in Ava's house after Ava jumps off. Okay, there's a letter. Oh. It's from the Inquisitor. It rots from within. I have examined the data that the Watchers have collected and compared it to your own conclusions and suggestions. Once again, I was pleasantly surprised by your insight. Do you ever consider becoming an Inquisitor yourself? We have to conclude the conversation we held yesterday and to decide who our real enemy is, and what the target of our next strike should be. The goals are consistent, I think. It rots from within. Waiting for you at the cathedral. I don't remember. Well, I figured I would talk to her today at some point, but... At 2 powders. 12. Not 2. 12. Don't die, don't die, don't die. And who's this letter from? There's the letter from Ian. Strange guests are walking around in your house. I'm uneasy around them. Please come back soon. So she just starts staying at Ava's house. She was originally some acquaintance of Andre somehow, and she just starts staying at Ava's house. I don't know if it's at his request or what, but she starts staying there after Ava is no more. It was worth a look. Did I talk to him yet? I don't even remember. Yeah. Whoa, why did he start coming after me? Jeez, I'm just looting your house. You have to like get all angry at me for. I was probably at just the wrong angle where he could see me looting that one. Actually, is there some combination of... Yes. I get another rifle bullet. That's worth its weight in gold these days. How many I have to kill later. Whoops, that one guy could see me. Okay, for some reason the kid didn't see me. Do you have a powder? No. Boots, nice. Just money, which Daniel does not need. But still. Alright, we'll go talk to Ian first, and then the Inquisitor. See what she has to say. Mrs. Door. What a lovely lady. She welcomed us. She talked to us. Children are not allowed to be in contact with the kin people, you know. Forbidden fruit and all that. It is the sweetest one. And who might these petitioners be? Petitioners indeed. We'll see. We've heard all about your efforts. So, well, we've decided to set up embassy here. We've been told all about your plan to sterilize us. What? Who told you this drivel? Wrong wording, I guess. I meant curing us, eh? Making us healthy. That is, distributing protective pills, wiping us with spirits, gargle with mouthwash if you please. Bathe your feet, like a good kid you are, to avoid the infection and stuff. Ah, I see. Yes, I did indeed have such a plan. Uncle Bachelor, we don't need vaccine. The order was the Inquisitors, but you'll be held responsible. Don't. It'll be a simple waste of precious medicine. Better give it to our families. We're all healthy up there, and healthy we will remain. Hand on heart. What's that supposed to mean, young man? Our tower is magical. It protects us from the outer world. Everybody knows that, duh. And we're like, see if you care about us so much, better bring us some dry blue fire that doesn't burn paper. You've come from another place after all. Do they have that kind of fire there? Dang it, I think I misplaced my piece. Sorry. Too bad. We were so sure you'd give us magical fire. Real fire can damage our tower, you see. Who can vouch that there are indeed no infection in the tower? I swallowed that bait once already. Oh, just ask anyone, even Capella. Yeah, go pay her a visit. She doesn't believe in the tower's miracles at all, but she'll provide you with proof, alright? She wouldn't lie after all, which means her testimony is the most reliable one, I guess. Alright, I'll talk to Capella. Alright, so the bowl has started to dissolve out from the ridge of the hill, so we're starting to have everything seem less fantastic and more realistic. Oh, the Twyron brides? Puppy sneezes.
We weren't given too much time, now were we?
The first part of the game is over, Bachelor Dankovsky. Its meaning has been as follows. The powers that be gave you a task with a catch, to learn the truth. They set a definitive condition. This truth has to be nice. Your honor and the fate of your laboratory were at stake. Would you care to learn something? Go ahead. The Attica has already been destroyed. There's nothing left. The place itself is in ruins. Your research is in ashes. Your papers have been burnt. Wretched Tellman made sure of it personally, and now I'm going to tell you about the law. Why not? Go ahead. In accordance with the law, the very logic of our world inevitably dictates the destruction of anything unnatural, anything that tries to break its own non-capitalized laws. The disease is nothing more than a tool. It is an instrument of inevitability. I agree. The idea isn't new. It occurred to me before. Inevitability, gruesome inevitability, is our true enemy. I feel like I'm starting to sound a little bit like Morpheus from The Matrix. An enemy that cannot be defeated by anyone, anywhere. The only thing you can do is get what's dear to you out of its way. Don't make enemies with inevitability. This preaching would have made more sense before the plague. Say what you will, but fighting the enemy is my duty, as it is yours. You're right. The second part of the game is beginning. Our current task is to remain true to ourselves. We'll keep the word we've given to the powers that be, both of us. It wasn't just you, mind. We'll uncover the truth, take a foreign detail out of the mechanism, and stop the rot before it devours the land. We only have to find out how it started. So we're back to the source now. Sources. It's always about sources, isn't it? We can't just get away from them. We sorcerers, if you pardon the lame pun, but sorcerers do not wield magic. The source? I'll tell you where to look for the source. So you think you're well aware of what the law is, aren't you? I think I am. Well, I think you aren't. Let me tell you about the law. It's not a state law, but rather a natural one. When mysterious evil emerges from non-existence, it's a clear sign that this law has been violated. Disease is a retribution for trespassers. It's an attempt to restore the balance. I can see where you're going with this. The town is a minuscule cosmos. It's the cosmos for its inhabitants. It's too remote, too distant from the rest of the world to serve as an effective part of any other mechanism. So it's a mechanism in and of itself, a mechanism that is disrupted. There must have been a flaw, a blemish, a redundant detail, perhaps. I want to find it. I see your point. Well, if the line of thinking you've just demonstrated was sincere, I'd be willing to agree with you. Okay, end conversation.
Have you met a courier on the way?
So is there a faulty detail of this mechanism of ours? We only need to find it. Where do we start? What would you suggest? Oh goodness. The abattoir. I still haven't got a chance to get in there, and I suspect this is where it all began. The abattoir hypothesis is already being worked out on by someone else, a person who had somehow managed to infiltrate the place even before my arrival. You can try to follow in his steps, of course. That would make a lot of sense, but I wouldn't be in any hurry to do so if I were you. Who knows what danger lies inside? At least the Ilgimskis will stop getting in my way. Are you interested in the abattoir because you believe that the pest might have been brought to the town by cattle? No, I rather suspect the butchers. Their line of trade has something to do with the soil. I think they may be doing some digging. According to your notes, the disease might have sprung from below the ground. Am I correct? Indeed, just like the previous plague epidemic. The epidemiology hazard appeared in the south during coal mining, and the climate was comparable to the local one too, by the way. Have you already checked water, specifically river water? I've investigated the water hypothesis already, yes. Those frightened ludits have even destroyed the town water intake, which led to a malfunction of the town water supply system. We found ourselves in a world of trouble because of that. How about we check this hypothesis thoroughly, though? Before we get on with inspecting buildings, we need to make sure the disease was not waterborne. Wells, springs, the river, or maybe a young new stream, anything. Still, I believe the disease came from the outside, but not via water, but rather carried by a person or an animal, perhaps. No, the cause of the disease is the world itself. We'll see. Care to tell me more about the suspicious well? Young Vladislav Volgimsky has a rather peculiar hobby. I've been told that he's looking for old cultural layers, the remnants of an ancient culture or something. I've also been told that he's looking for oil. Neither explanation sounds convincing. What kind of person is he? A trustworthy kind, I think. Is this the reason why you two have managed to get on until now without breaching the subject of the well? I have other things to do. Investigate this further. Ask him. If he refuses to talk, well, there are a number of ways to inspire social interaction. And no, I'm not. I'm obviously not implying torture. It just may so happen that he suddenly gets in the mood to explain everything to you. He may need a fair hearing to justify his actions. Do you understand? Sounds very much doable. I'll talk to him. Okay. That's who I was gonna go see anyway next. Was Youngblood. Strange cat noises. So we'll go this way. Oh goodness, choosing the pill or not to choose it in Pathologic would be... Oh. It'd be like the end of day one, basically. Okay, I have to read this long post here. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, jeez, I just looked over and saw a cat, like, appear out of nowhere and then dart away. I thought I was hearing strange cat noises. Yes, that was the perfect Matrix crossover about the plague. It fits so perfectly. When I was in high school, my senior year, I took an advanced writing course, and our teacher had us watch— oh no. I'm just going to run. Health is more important than my infection right now, because I can just take a powder that I was going to take anyway. Oh jeez. This is ridiculous. But I made it.
Have you heard? The military arrives tomorrow.
Oh yeah, but I was saying my senior year of high school, I took an advanced writing course, and my teacher was obsessed with the Matrix, so we did, we talked about and watched the Matrix for like a whole week, and then we also talked about and watched The Truman Show, and then we had to pick a third film and write a paper about like all those like, you know, like seen and unseen, like idealistic, like someone frames it this way, like someone frames it that way, pushes you along, like sort of like ideas, and kind of talk about how they were all similar and different. It was a pretty cool paper idea. Oh, my pup has one really thick blanket that it's like the size of like a lap blanket for like an adult, and it's like decently heavy for like little him, and he just totally like kicked it off onto the floor. I usually have it like tucked under his legs and everything so he can't do that, but he did it. He's getting strong. So you haven't left. That certainly does you credit. Why did you fill your well up with earth? Can I please just refuse to answer that question? If I'm not mistaken, since yesterday you're no longer the authorized envoy of the powers that be in the town. You can, but then Aglia will do the asking. It's actually rather bizarre that she hasn't done that so far. She doesn't know about the toggler. Of course she does. An Inquisitor is, by definition, a person who knows everything. I'm waiting for the detailed story. What are you trying to dig up? And more importantly, what have you dug up already? Tough luck, Doctor. I don't trust you. My confession wouldn't be of any use to you, but it could raise too much noise. You'll, draw the wrong conclusions. The consequences could be tragic, especially if the Inquisitor and the Commander get involved. They will, that much I can guarantee you. Okay, so over to Ospina's. And then, oh, I have to talk, so I'll talk to Capella, then Ospina. And, well actually no, I'm gonna go to Ospina's first, because I think I have to talk to Big Vlad after I talk to Ospina, so that'll make more sense since I have to go to Capella's house anyway. So might as well do them at the same time.
There's this thing
Oops.
that needs to be done.
I found the worm poison makers, but they told me that you, young Master Vlad, have dabbled in the Panacea black market. Yes, when I learned that Barak had concocted a panacea, I decided to completely seize the flow of goods. That's how the informers came to know. I requested it on purpose. Make no mistake, this isn't about greed. I simply thought it would be prudent to control this market. One would emerge anyway. So you're concerned for the... Oh, and to think I almost believed you. I even regretted thinking you a cynical man. It seems my old reputation will take a while to get rid of. Your knowledge is outdated, Bachelor. Things have changed. I've changed. This morning I wanted to seize the Panacea black market, so I bought up everything that Barak has made and distributed. And I gave it away all that I had bought. No money. Well, a little money, so that it wouldn't look like I'm offering a donation. I gave it all to the bound. The ones who needed it the most, in my opinion. Those who nearly died because of me. Who? I promised to keep their names secret. I'm wary of Clara, you see. She's very good at getting what she needs from people, both words and things. Well, one of them is Mark Immortel. He's not hiding it, but his situation is different. He's running a plague house, after all. You're a noble man, Master Vlad. Allow me to shake your hand. Alright. So, what's our time? Almost 2. So I'm gonna go to Ospina. And then the old Gimsky house, and we'll see where we have to go from there, because my mind just blanked out for a second after I knew who I was supposed to go talk to after Big Vlad for this quest, but now my brain is like completely empty. Talk to Big Vlad, and then... Oh, that's who it is. Okay. Yeah. The same person Capella sends us to, so that'll be really efficient. So we should only have to go to the termitary like 3 times today. We've already done 1, so that's pretty good. Alright, Twitch scrolled down again, so I have to scroll up. Okay. Looked like a rat out there in the grass for a second. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do while I'm right here? I'm gonna look at Brock's blood that he gave us. Good thing I remembered, because then I would have ended up at the termitary again and been like, no, his place is usually unlocked today. Oh, I should have stopped in at Ruben's. Okay, so after I talk to, or no, on my way to talk to Capella, I'm gonna stop in at Ruben's. Blah. Well, good thing I remembered before we headed back to the termitary anyway. Because that would have been unfortunate to get all the way there, although we would have to go back for Taya's quest anyway, so for her favor. So it wouldn't have mattered that much. Walking around infected isn't that bad.
Your changeling has a haughty attitude. Seems like she knows something.
I'm gonna go back on the way to Capella's. That's a good way to get there anyway. That bitch, she has us all over a barrel. Sir freaking Prize. Aspity say, do you by any chance know what Vlad the Younger was digging out? Ah, the leech won't crack. He thinks he's the smartest, but he also seems to think that he can get out of this deal and that well with his hands and name clean, but that's fine. I know how to make him talk alright. How? It's simple, just reveal to the world all those thousands of lives that have perished in a few days because of him, and to think that I, a simple girl that I am, blamed the father. Shame, what a shame. What are you talking about? It was he who ordered to close down the termitary. He hid the truth from his father, blamed it all on some imaginary strike. He knew how to get to the old man, to make him mad, to make him damn everyone inside. Wait, so he knew about the epidemic beforehand? Spot on. Didn't see that coming. Who told you that? Well, there were survivors in the termitary, and they did get out, and the stories they tell, they make my blood run even colder than it naturally is. So there were more deaths than survivors. Yeah, on the other hand, he is a loyal son still. He wouldn't like to see his father's head roll. And oh, can the mother make heads roll? Both of them will stick to that secret tooth and nail. I'd have to go on it myself, but that changeling girl has a better idea. Thank you, Espedy, that explains a lot. Alrighty. Yeah, we will, I think I didn't say to her what I have to say to go talk to Big Vlad, or am I supposed to talk to young Vlad and then Big Vlad? We'll see. Because I have Aspina. Who just sent a letter? Our respects. So he just gives you his list of bound. Alright, so I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna stop in at Ruben's really quick. And then we'll go talk to young Vlad, then we'll talk to Mark, and then we'll talk to Capella and Big Vlad. And then we'll talk to Taya. And that'll be a better loop, then I won't have to randomly run way out to Mark later. And I can hit a couple of the people that I'm supposed to talk to after him on our way to the termitary. And that'll actually create a lot of efficiency for us. Or maybe I'll just talk to them afterward anyway. I could make a huge circle. We'll see. I don't know what my pup is doing. He keeps kicking his blanket off. Well, I didn't tuck it this well this time. He was really thoroughly tucked before, though. I tucked him in.
Interest speaks all sorts of tongues and plays all kinds of characters, even that of disinterest.
So this is the person who's responsible for turning the termitary into a mass grave. Who told you that? That's not important. What's important is whether I'm going to relay that to the Inquisitor. No use denying it now. I knew that the truth would come out when the termitary is unlocked. I just hope I would have time before that. No such luck, I suppose. So you did your best to conceal this, huh? Perhaps you know more about the plague than you show either. What with this well of yours? I did indeed hide a certain crime I've committed, and I believe that something nasty was indeed dug up, and bred deadly bacteria. The only snag here is that those two insightful observations are not connected in any fashion. So you knew that the bacteria originates underground, and you never told me? I don't know anything for sure. Moreover, I've found nothing to support that theory. The earth in the well is clean, and the deeper I dig, the cleaner and denser it becomes. Pure sand and solid white clay. Why didn't you tell me of your suspicions? Because if my theory proved to be correct, we would have had no choice but to raise the town's residential districts, wipe out everything between the abattoir and the Gorkon. You might be right. Yes, you can have a sample and analyze it if you will. A sample of sand and clay, if it's necessary. You can even call my people and have them dig it up again, but honestly, you're going to need a deeper hole than that. No need for that. How can I get into the abattoir? I've only been there 4 times in my life. The only way for me has always been through the termitary. Every morning a crowd of workmen comes out of it, walks between the buildings, and is swallowed up by the abattoir's main entrance. The one they call the Gorge. Tychek would always open and close it himself, but now he's dead and you're out of luck. Yes, I'm aware of that. Alright, so now we have the bloody roots of the town coming out in our picture here.
Have you heard? The military arrives tomorrow.
Alright, so I'll go see Mark next, and then I'll talk to Capella and Big Vlad, and we can circle around to all the people that Mark has us talk to later on. Whoops. Well, it doesn't matter, I'm already infected. I might have to fuss with the pup a little bit. He's not really worked up, but he's getting there, I think. And if I move him, we might head it off. It just sounds like his nose is a little stuffy and he has the hiccups, so he's probably just a little annoyed by that situation. Anyone would be. So if I move him around, he might be happier. 2 thugs. Alright, here we go. I don't know why that guy didn't see me for a while.
Only knowing our fortune in advance could we predict our conduct.
Yeah, I like those pictures too, especially that they change over time. It's a nice touch. Oh, I can't stop sneezing now. See who my audience is now. They rarely applaud, they never call it encore, but they also never boo us. And as you can see, we have a full house every night. Tell me, has Olgimsky the Younger really sold you several vials of Panacea? He didn't even sell them, he gave them to me basically for free, or maybe for a token payment. You know, I never expected something like this from him. I would suspect an intricate and crafty scheme on his part, but I think I've also changed, so I believe him. Incredible, I'm starting to suspect he's in league with you. He isn't. First of all, I also believe in lofty ideals. I don't let anyone tell you otherwise. The salvation is not about the panacea. The panacea is transitory, but recently I came to realize something that has blown me out of the water completely and made me reevaluate my worldview. So I believe in Vlad's transformation. What did you realize? That fate can be overcome. I'm so tired of all this. You know, many people consider my shows to be mere tricks, but I know that's untrue. They are daily reminders of predetermination reigning over us. It's depressing, but now I see that a miracle is not completely impossible. Please go on. What makes it possible? It's the tower. The only thing that leads the plots of my performances astray is the tower. The tower and everything that has to do with it. Those are the only things that cannot be tossed and turned and manipulated like puppets. A miracle overcomes the inevitable. The tower can do miracles. It all makes sense. Sure, so what have you done with your vial of Panacea? I have an idea about what to do with it. I won't share it with you, sorry. I fear this changeling. She is a remarkable foe and a worthy opponent. When it comes to miracle making, a rather nimble girl, she is gathering intelligence now, you see, and her intentions are dark. Her intuition is spot on, so I'd rather she knew less. Her intentions are dark. She is a fanatic, and like any fanatic, she is obsessed. I think she has a very unique idea of what to do with the precious vials. She may even try to destroy them. But what for? Can there be another source of miracles apart from her, that is? That would be blasphemy and sacrilege to her. People should only hope for the power emanating from her, otherwise the power will dry out. Without the faith, that is. And if it does, the designs of the poor thing will fall through. And she has grand designs, believe me. Mine are definitely grander, or at least more reliable. Oh, undoubtedly. In that case, tell me at least who else Vlad the Younger shared Panacea with. Oh, fine. He gave it to the girls, Yulia, Lara, and the third one that begs to keep her name secret under any circumstance. I think of them as the three Parquet. I see. Thank you, Mark. Alrighty, so I'm not sure if I want to go to Lara's and Julia's on my way. And then just go in a big square and end up at Capella's and Big Vlad's. Maybe I'll do that. Although, I think I go near them later, so maybe I will do it later. It might actually be faster to do it that way. Because right now it's kind of out of the way because I can go straight to the Olgimskys right now. I think Taya sends me to a house that's near Julia's anyway. Whoops. My immunity will slowly go back up to 50%, so that's not a worry.
What? These thugs were brought here by Block?
Is it true that you've covered for your son? What is this slanderous rubbish? I know everything, drop the act. Why on earth would I cover for him? It was he, not you, who blocked up the termitary, while fully aware of the epidemic, wasn't it? My boy was absolutely in the right. Naturally, he was at a loss. His decision was too radical. He couldn't inform everyone because it was just that kind of day. You lot came to crowd us when it was already too late. We knew by then that unlocking the termitary would mean destroying the town, and yet you've decided to take the fall for him. As if the fall was obligatory. His hand was forced, and then his mouth was shut. He had no choice. He cared for me in his own way. He did exactly like I taught him, and so I did my best to care for him when it was my turn. What are you going to do now? I'm responsible for everything, since the day when I learned of his actions from him personally. If I might add, I may remain responsible for them. Well, it's your choice. He doesn't say anything else, does he?
Fortune turns all.
Be strong. So we're gonna tell Taya when we talk to her that it was Big Vlad. Young Vlad's an adherent anyway, so I always do it that way.
Guests are always welcome here.
You've stayed, I'm surprised. I was sure you'd take the first opportunity to leave this place. They say, young lady, that you are somewhat skeptical towards the peculiar qualities of this polyhedron. And who says that? Its inhabitants. That's not how it is. You cannot ignore the obvious. The tower does manage to perform truly breathtaking feats. And yes, by the way, I'm sure that the disease, being of particular interest to you, or any other evil from outside, cannot get into the tower whatsoever. It is evil enough on its own. I'd like to know more about its inherent evil, young lady. I admit the tower can perform miracles, but I do not believe it's miraculous by nature. It's dead, you see. It does not live. That is why it can do what it does. A living person would see just how blasphemous it is. So what does it do? It seems to somehow affect the internal state of a person, and so the wonderful but fleeting things such as dreams, love, the accidental concurrence of fantasies, obsession with desires, or mystical games, all of those things last forever inside against their evanescent nature. Incredible, are you laughing at me? Not in the slightest, that's exactly why the children are so fond of it. All their wonderful games, the magical places, the journeys toward outer worlds, all the wonders of childhood are concentrated in the tower, and they never go. You're laughing at me. It allows you to come back to say to a particular dream or a forgotten game, but most importantly, it allows you to do so in someone else's company. You can bring a person or even persons, I believe, into your dream. They can see your reverie through your own eyes. They can fall in love with what you love. If there's even a shred of truth to what you're saying, then it's indeed astonishing. Yes, the tower preserves childhood together with all its magic, but you cannot grasp a miracle and hold to it mechanically. You cannot treat the miracle like that. A miracle can only reveal itself through a living person, like my mother, and be born of magical power, not of rationale. So does the tower do it rationally? The Canes have set up a seditious experiment. The Stomatans bragged that they had overcome the laws of gravity and Euclidean geometry, whilst in reality it was the Canes who took it upon themselves to attack the laws of sorcery and the miraculous powers that stumble upon our world from time to time. While the Stomatans were building ladders, the Canes were creating foci. What's wrong with that? Isn't it wonderful? I don't know. You are brave, and my duty dictates caution. It's getting more and more frightening by the minute. The reckoning is yet to come, if it hasn't already. The tower defies the very nature of miracles, you see. It imprisons them. That's why the wisest children have already left it. Curious which ones, apart from you, that is. Taya Taichik, for instance, a 5-year-old child worshipped by the kin. They call her the Mother Superior. She was merely a careless kidling in the tower, and now she is in charge of the termitary and the 5,000 souls inside. Have you been there already, by the way? I'm worried about her. I'm actually on my way there. If you happen to come by, please give her this medicine and tell her that me personally, it's important, that I told her to take it if she ever feels unwell. She will trust me. Otherwise, they'll keep taking those horrible yellow pills, the only ones they acknowledge. Sure, and this tower story of yours was most engaging. I'm very happy I've decided to drop by. Please come by later and tell me how it went. It means the world to me. Alright. I don't know where Capella got those Faramicine. Those are some serious pills there. Those are like almost as good as a powder. That'll cure early infection. I'm probably too late for it. I mean, if I took both, it might actually cure me. I wouldn't try it. They're too valuable. I am gonna give them to Taya, though. I was gonna go look for needles, but I don't really need them. I'll stop by Anna's really quick on our way to the termitary. I, I haven't checked to see if you guys have said anything in a little while, so Oh yeah, thanks for covering my sneeze. But yeah, the pictures, finding them all just depends on very specific text lines that you choose, so it is kind of easy to curious. I should probably go back to Victor today. I didn't even look to see if he was sick again today. He probably should be.
Have you met ominous people in circus costumes here?
I probably have to hear from Lara and Julia that she was the third. So I guess on to the Termitary we go. I forgot what I was saying before. Oh yeah, about the pictures in the map. That it's tied to very specific text lines. So you could very easily miss getting one of the changes. And sometimes it's based on just what decision you decide to make in a certain conversation. So like Clara's get kind of funky from like having like outer space backgrounds to I think Barack can get the like giant like alien baby and the polyhedron. I think Daniel can too. But Clara's can get really weird. I mean, maybe the other twos can as well, but I haven't really paid as much attention to theirs as hers. Aside from times when I didn't get the giant alien fetus in the polyhedron on certain playthroughs when I was pretty sure that I had gotten it other playthroughs. I didn't go to Rubens. Oh my goodness. So Taya's gonna tell us to go somewhere, and I'm gonna go, I think, all the way out to Daniel's, and I'm going to check that sample, and I'm going to check if Victor is sick again. So, I can't believe I forgot to go to Rubens. Well, I can. I definitely can believe that. Let's see.
I see everything.
Here he is. Here he comes. Listen, everyone. This is a doctor. He came from outside. Will you do me a favor? Gladly. Will you let me into the abattoir then? Will you bring me the person that got us locked in here when everybody got sick? And what would happen to that person? Well, I want to ask him why he had us locked up, and then ask him some more. The best I can do is let him know that you're looking for him. If you do what I'm asking you, I'll open the passage to the abattoir for you. That changes things. Wait here, I'll be back.
So, the lady that came here decided to look into the abattoir. Nothing good will come out of this.
Victoria sent these drugs to you. She said you must take them if you ever feel unwell. Are you sure it's not real medicine? Well, Capella told me you should take them if you ever get sick, alright? Well, alright, but only because Capella says so. I would solo Bumblebee for her. That's a good girl.
What is this? What's going on?
You've got a stain on your nose. Whoops. Taya, I want the abattoir passage to be unlocked immediately. Passage is closed. It's forbidden to go there today. What about tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe even this night. What does it depend on? Depend? What do you mean? Why is it forbidden now, but will be allowed at night? What do you mean, why? Because I feel that way. And what exactly do you feel? It's not to be talked about. Go away. You've asked too many questions already. Alright, I'm leaving.
What?
Just want to have a little chat with you. Please tell your servants to relax. They're not servants. They keep Me out of harm's way. Fine. Were you here when the epidemic broke out? Epidemic? When people got sick and began to die. Of course I was here. If not for me, everyone who's upstairs would also be sick and dead. I was here, so there wasn't a Mother Superior in another building. That's why everyone's dead there. Are the people upstairs alive? When we knock on the ceiling, they say that they're about to come down and make us all regret this. Regret what exactly? I don't know, but it's terribly scary. They're very, very angry with us. They want to get back at us. Let them stay where they are. Why are they angry? Because we didn't feed them. They were locked themselves, but they locked themselves away on purpose. We didn't make to them. It's their own fault, not mine. Definitely not yours.
Lyra is a head taller now.
I
Yeah.
think I said the wrong thing to her. No, I think I have to turn in Big Vlad first. Okay, so I'll have to talk to him again. And I guess then I can go look at the sample. Oops, I missed some stuff that you guys have been saying. Capella considers it to be more of a miracle that she gets the visions that she does. She thinks that that's like kind of what she was saying when she was talking, that it's not a miracle. She thinks the polyhedron's evil. Oh, I don't know if somebody's posted them all online. That would be interesting to look for. Yeah, it is kind of like the Lost Boys in Neverland. Oh, you haven't seen the inside of the polyhedron? I think I had the option to do that today, I just hate going up there. So I could probably still do it, though. Let's see really quick. Sample. Alright, so I have to go check Barack's sample. I have to talk to Big Vlad again. And I have to check at some point if Victor's sick. Maybe I'll do that at the end of the stream. I don't really have to do it on the stream, I guess. Okay, so sample and talk to Big Vlad. When I get to Big Vlad's, I should probably cure my infection as well. Since we're all the way out here. And I haven't saved in a little while. Okay. I think on my way to Big Vlad's, I might check for needles at that one shop. Nah, never mind. I don't need them that much. I'm just gonna get there quick. Well, I guess it's not really out of the way if I go this way. Oh, I gotta move. Doesn't matter if I get hit by that angel cloud, I can always just take a powder. Alrighty. So to Big Vlad's we go. I do have to move my pup in a minute. So once I get to Big Vlad's, I might grab him really quick. Yeah, this has been a long day. I knew that the main quest was gonna be long, and because we had to go to the Termitary and it's so far out of the way, this quest does take a little bit more time. I'm gonna trade for that because we have 76 needles right now. That's ridiculous. I'm not going to get 7 more powders, so I can start trading those needles away for bullets and not worry about it. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to Capella first. I have to remember to check that sample. What's wrong with me? So Capella...
The winter comes soon, I hope.
Taya is fine, alive and well. Thank you, she means so much for me. You were friends? You could say that. I'm the daughter of my mother. I'll take her place in less than 3 years. Take care, Victoria.
The children...
I probably said the wrong thing to get a reward, but that's okay.
What?
Mother Superior wants to see the man who issued the order to lock up the Termitary. You mean the little Thai chick girl? Yes. Well, she's got every right to demand it. I'm not going to hide from her. He who has sinned must be able to face the music. Go then, she's waiting for you. Okay. I didn't get a, that moved the quest, but
Fortune to...
maybe that's all it needed. Alright, I'm going to, well, I'm gonna go to Ruben's first before I forget. And then I'm gonna, fuss with the pup for a second. Because he's, I don't want him to start fussing because he's uncomfortable. Alright, I'm sure that just this far is fine, because now I'll remember because he's starting to fuss, so I don't want him to start screaming because he might not stop. I can barely get in there. Try to trade with this drunk first. Wow. I have not gotten a bandage in a long time. Alright, we stare at the sample, and we mess with the pup. Hi, pup. Can I help you? Hi. He's like so happy. Hi, puppy doo. He's grabbing my shirt with his feet. Hi, puppy whoopie doo. He's like so happy. Are you in such a good mood? Oh, this is gonna take a minute. So yeah, this has been a pretty long day. If you don't stack up a lot of the quests too, it can be even longer. So sometimes this quest takes you all the way up to midnight, where you're just barely finishing it if you don't try and stack up all the quests when they send you out all the way out to the Termitary over and over and over again. Or if you can't find Barak right away, or the worms. I suppose you could skip some of the side quests too. That would help you on time. Because like Capella's side quest, I didn't even get anything for it, so you could have skipped hers entirely and just kept the Pharamecine. Which I think is how I used to do that quest. Because Taya doesn't even want to use the pills anyway. If you're thinking about it, like, realistically. So we just have to return to, Barack. Alright. Hi, puppy doo. That's such an interested look. You're all bubbles, that's for sure. Just a bunch of bubbles. Alright, mister. We'll get you all cozy. And I think I still have the opportunity to do Taya's one quest that's out by Julia. I think I didn't say the wrong thing for that, so I guess we'll see. If I don't have to do it, that's not a major loss. Because, it's kind of annoying. Oops. Alright. So we'll put the puppy doo back. And we'll tuck you. Yeah. He's looking at me with such an odd expression. And now he's happy. Are you happy? Tuck you. Tuck. Tuck. Yeah, we love tuck. Tuck. You're tucked. You're tucked. Let's untuck the arms. Tuck. And we'll tuck the nin in with you. Yeah. Your blanket's all wet from where you were drooling all over it. Is that tasty? Yeah. Alright. And I'm back. Alright, let's see what you guys have said. Yeah, I did need the reminder to go to Ruben's. I would have forgotten. Oh, man. While I was back here, I should have bought an extra rifle. It's probably cheaper today. Maybe I'll do that on my way back to go see Victor later. I'll do that off the stream. I should probably write myself a note because I might forget, but we'll see. Oh no. Alright, so we can return to Taya and Barack. And that should end most of our quests for a little while. Oh. Did I walk into a plague cloud? Alright. 2 rats. 2 rats. You know what? I'm gonna use the powder now. And I'm gonna save. Alrighty. I might sell the yellow tablets right now, just so I have inventory space. Do I want to keep the blue ones? Nah. Okay. Just for inventory slots. See if this is a little faster. Yeah, I was gonna say, the lore is so, like, worth a lot of the extra decisions in this game. Oh, I think there might be a plague cloud back here today. That would make going through here not so fun. Oh, looks like it wasn't there. So that's good. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, jeez. New save. I had thought of another couple of games that I was gonna mention last night and I forgot. I should just start making a huge list. Okay, so we'll go to Barack first, because he's right here. It's a butcher walking around back there. And there. That's a little, scary.
Slow and steady wins the race.
I've checked the blood. Whose blood is it, Barack? It's not human. The result going on? I know I can't tell you. I'm bound by a word given, and I thought that was something you respected. Well, in short, yes, it does produce two types of antibodies. One stops the horned bacteria from propagating, the other kills them. We've got a unicum here. Then you're free to go and test my makeshift panacea on someone. It should work. And how much of this potion can be made? Not much for now. 10-15 doses, save a doinon. Have you tested it? My word, be my bond. It should be effective. Fine, I'll try it.
Changeling spoke to the foreman. Could it be that he had accepted her as one of his kind?
I'm glad that I just emptied my drug slots on accident, because I forgot that I got a panacea and had to have a slot for it. I got quite a letter from you. Blackmail, is it? Not at all, just keeping you informed. I see. You know what? I don't, really ever kill butchers, so I kind of wonder what items they have. So I think a lot of the ones that randomly get killed never have anything on them, so I can't think of what items that they usually have. If you have to kill one for like a quest.
I see everything.
I've delivered your message to Olgimsky the Elder. Boast promised to come. He did come. So what have you done to him? We have him locked up for now. Fair's fair. He locked us up, now it's our turn. We'll see how it goes. Tell the butchers to let me in. Can I talk to him? No. Tell the butchers to let me in, please. I will. You'll get the rite of passage. Come back. Half an hour before midnight. The boulder will be rolled away. Perfect. Okay, so I didn't have to do her one weird quest to do that, so that's interesting. I thought that was today. Yeah, I must have just done a different text line, because you can do that another way where she oh, it must have been when I said I would give him up. Because I mean, either way he gets given up anyway, so you have to do extra work if you don't give him up. Okay, so I have to go back there at 2300 hours. It's only 6, so we have 5 hours until then. What quests do I have left? Will open soon after dark. Okay. Okay, so I have to go talk to Lara and Yulia. And I think I can go to the Polyhedron today. So, since you've requested it, I'll actually go up the Polyhedron because, normally I would not do that. Just because it takes a lot of time, but we have a lot of time, so I might as well. And then when we're over there, I can check up on Victor. So I think there are 3 different days before the end of the game that you can actually get into the Polyhedron. If you say the right thing. We'll see what you have really quick. Oh yeah, I do have that. Okay. Slowly emptying my inventory, which is nice. I just don't want to get infected twice in one day, so I would like to not get infected again. It's okay. I don't know if Dusty's still around, but I meant to ask, how the playthrough of Galarians had gone. How far through that you had gotten. Alrighty. So I might be able to sleep after a little while here. Definitely gonna have to get some food somehow. Alright, so I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go to Yulia's, then Lara's, and then I'll head over to well, actually I think I'll do Victor in the Polyhedron first. Whoops. Because that way if you fall asleep, you will have seen the Polyhedron. Although we'll get to it eventually anyway, on the last day. In case you don't make it. Ooh, you got to his house. I love the layout of that house. I mean, it's mostly useless, and much of it you would probably never actually ever use, but it's still a fantastic house. Oh no, I hope we didn't just get infected. I kinda want another Meridorm. I have 28 of those. Oh jeez. I could run over to Lara's, I guess. I don't think the steps like this step here is enough to stave the rat off. Oh! When was the last time I saved? Oh my goodness. I didn't think that would kill me. Hysterical. Oh yeah, some notes about the polyhedron will be cool to read. Oh yeah, he's here already. I'll go this way. Whoops. Yeah, I've often found that for Galarians, there's a certain point you have to play to, and then you basically just have to restart the game and then play there again, because you'll start to run out of certain items. Either health or Delmator, so you should be very conservative with your steps in that game. Curious. It would have been fantastic to get another powder in this run. Oh, I guess they're all running away that way. Did he just attack another thug? I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Oh yeah, I think I might stop in and talk to Inky too, and see if she has anything to say since I basically finished the day quest. So we'll see how Victor's doing. Looks like he's okay. And then talk to Inky, and then we'll head up to Polyhedron. See if she has anything. She might not. My pup is also a little upset.
We weren't given too much time now, were we?
So I might give him a little bit of ginger water, since he's kind of, What is your opinion of the Canes? I never did this text line earlier, so I guess I'll just, do it now. The girl, Ava, did she say anything before she died? She said she wanted to die for me. Anything else? Yes, she said that her death was inevitable. That's more like it. So, what do you think the backstory was? Was there any particular notable backstory? I'm deadly tired of all these people. They're inhuman. They tell the future, believing in walking zombies, and die in all manners of painfully abnormal ways. Your line of thinking is obviously fallacious, and I was implying something rather mundane. I promise you, no one can really tell the future around here, and neither are deaths inspired by third parties uncommon. Mysterious phenomenon do not occur here sometimes, but hardly more often than anywhere else. Why did Ava die then? I have a distinct suspicion she was made to die. By whom? One of the Canes. I'd even go as far as to claim they may have performed human sacrifice. I don't believe you. Alright, so she had nothing new to really tell us. Alrighty. So I'm gonna give the pup some ginger water really quick and see if that will help him. The part that I was talking about comes at the end of the 3rd level. That's usually where, if you didn't conserve enough Delmator by that point in the game, you have to start over, or you won't make it through the rest, unfortunately. seems like a syringe full of ginger water did it for the pup, so he's falling asleep. Inky is part of the Kane's family, basically. She's the mom's sister, so she's not a Kane, but she was related to Maria at least. Alright, we're gonna save here in case I don't have to go up here. Or I can't figure out the text line. Jumps into the river. I'd probably just die. And then after this, I'll probably sleep. Oh no, I have to talk to Lara and Julia still. And if they tell me about Anna, then I can talk to Anna too, but... I mean, I don't have to talk to them, but... it's more, story, so... it kinda helps with tomorrow's story as well. The three of them. Alrighty, there are no dog heads sitting here. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's not gonna let me in. I was pretty sure that someone told me to go up there today. Maybe I missed a text line though. That would allow me to. Or I have to talk to Victor or somebody. Since Victor was sick yesterday for Clara, I'm kind of thinking that I should, I'm gonna do it off stream, but I'm going to make sure that all of the adherents are well today before I start streaming tomorrow. And I'll just have to make a pattern out of that, because I don't want anyone to die. Hopefully there wasn't anyone that I missed looking at yesterday. Well, I guess it would have told me that they died. Well, I guess it only tells you that for your bound, so I guess I'm just gonna have to go around. Oh, I was supposed to go to Lara's. These things did I forget? I still remember that I kind of wanted to get a rifle, so I might do that before the day ends as well. And I have to consider who else I haven't seen today. I haven't seen Griff, so when I go to get the rifle I can check up on him. I didn't... oh, I did go by Spichka's, and he was good, so I have to check Murky.
Dogs are howling. Why?
Tomorrow this place will be crawling with soldiers. Oh, what will become of us? And every new rumor I hear contradicts the previous one. Lara, is it true that Vlad the Younger has sold you a panacea? No, it's not. Oh, why do you even have to ask? Are you trying to torture me on purpose? Lara, I know everything. Just tell me how it went. How much did he make you shell out? Nothing. It wasn't an item to sell. It was a gift. Have you seen the man recently? He's positively transformed. Something's happened to him. I'm good at spotting these things, but has it occurred to you that I may have parted with my panacea already? Yulia, for example, gave hers to Clara. At least that's what Clara says. So why do you think I haven't done the same? Yeah, people say that the thief has her way of making others part with their belongings. You know what? Please come back tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll talk about it once more. Tomorrow everything will change. It's about many various intertwining plots and agendas. As for now, I don't have a panacea, sorry. Fine, I'll come back tomorrow. By the way, do you by any chance know the unit number of the troops that have been sent here? No, I don't. I'm surprised you're even asking. My father was an officer. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'll raid those trash cans really quick. We'll talk to Yulia, and then I'll sleep. Oh, I should have slept at Lara's. So I'll head to Sabarov's and sleep. And, oh, I should probably check if the two of them... Actually, I think they're both fine today. I was by there. So, yeah, I think the only two people that I have to check... Oh, and probably Laska as well. So Laska, Griff, and Murky. Mishka. And I think that's everybody.
What?
Okay. I had a feeling you were about to pay me a visit. That the tripwires of fate for you. Sorry if it sounded a bit too assertive. Tell me, Yulia, is it true that Vlad Olgimsky gave you a vial of panacea? So this is the panacea after all. Incredible. Could be. Wait a minute. Something awful has occurred to me thanks to you. Don't worry about it. Not that I ever took it seriously. A pretty vial and hardly anything more than that. What did younger Vlad have to say about it? He told me that Barak has managed to compound a cure. He said that I should drink the contents of the vial if I started to feel unwell. It is interesting to note that he warned me, quite deliberately, against telling Clara about it. I gave him a nod of absent-minded consent, and what do you know? The very next moment, Clara was at my doorstep. Thank you. Don't hurry to drink it. Its origin is unclear. Who else did Vlad the Younger offer panacea to? You know what? Come back tomorrow. We will be able to hold a much more productive discussion then, which may be of some use to us both. Meanwhile, I need to think. You see, everything that went on is rather curious in the light of certain theories I entertain. Numbers, equations, calculations of possibility, everything you don't seem to be too fond of yourself. Well, very well, I'll be back tomorrow. I can sleep at her house. So I think I will. We'll save really quick. Definitely take another Meridorm. I was gonna sleep for 6 hours. We're gonna sleep for 4 hours. 4.5 hours. 4 hours. 4.5 hours it is. Oh no, wait. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Not 4 hours. Oh my goodness. So any minute now we'll be able to get in there, so we'll just get there and the day's over. It won't take that long to get there, and it'll be time enough to get there before the hour change. Not that it matters. Okay, there we go. So we can go in now. And I can go back to that save though and run around and see who's still sick. And before I go there then, I can go and run and cure those people first and get that extra rifle. Whoops. Yeah, I want to wait on selling that until it's worth more. It can be worth up to like 30k, so depends on how soon I find the military garb. If I need to sell that in order to afford it, I will. Did I go in here today? Oh, I think I did. Anyway, I should probably get there. Focus, focus. Worst case, I have to start back from my save, but still. Oh, I guess I traded with that drunk, and I can't even keep it because I'm gonna go. I mean, unless no one's sick. then I can keep it. Oh my goodness. The amount of times that I died or got infected today. Nothing was as bad as, I think, Harspec's day 6 and was it Clara's day 7 that I just had to redo everything. I had to do everything like 6 times. Ridiculous. It's like the day of unimaginable inefficiency. We finished the day still. It was just a mess. Alright. Just a fish. Oh, gold ring. Fine by me. Alright. Barely made it. Good show. Good thing I didn't sleep any longer. Well, I guess if I had slept any longer, the day would have been over. I would have had to restart anyway. Okay. So, yeah, that's the end of our day. And, the military has arrived. And pick back up with day 9 the next time we play as Daniel.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Alright, so I'll save that over this one, but yeah. So you start at 2. Town is dying. It all ends in less than 4 days. I'm not gonna. Day 9, in which the town is occupied and the worried children ask for the Bachelor's help for the first time ever. So, yeah, that was day 8 for us. We'll get more into that in a couple days after I finish day 8 with everybody else. But, yeah. I'm gonna go back to that save that I had before and make sure that everybody is not sick and well, at least those 3. I might buy a rifle, and then continue on my merry way back here. So yeah, thanks for sticking around, guys. Sorry it got a little late. I started about usual time, but I played Lisa for like 2 hours when I only meant to do an hour. So I'll try to either limit how long we play when we play the sequel, or I mean, if we're like really like in the middle of something or really into it, then I won't switch over to Pathologic right away, but I definitely won't go over 2 hours ever. Yeah, sleep when I'm dead. But yeah, thanks for tuning in as always. I'll try to use your fix for the window capture, so next time we won't have to play windowed like this in the middle of the screen anymore. So yeah, good night. I'm out too, so yeah, I'll try to post a story on Discord tonight, because I probably won't go to bed right away, and yeah, we'll see if I can come up with a good list of RPG Maker games too. So yeah, night guys, until tomorrow.